Welcome back to my Let's Play for Pokemon LeafGreen, my mono flying run. And I suppose we should make our way to Saffron City real quick just to drop off this tea. That way we can open up the shortcut to Lavender Town, so I don't have to go through the underground passage all the bloody time. Because that's getting old. It really is. Plus we can pick up Psychic while we're here, though unfortunately the Pokemon I think I can really give it to is Monarch. Which kinda sucks. I'm not trying to badmouth Butterfree too much, but it just doesn't have the stats to really pull off Psychic very well. I mean, on the plus side, it gives it some teeth, but they might as well be made out of paper for all the good they'll really do. Don't get me wrong, Butterfree can still be threatening with sleep powder and stuff, but without the need to waste a turn to wake up in this generation, well, getting kills with Butterfree this way is still going to be difficult. I suppose at any rate, it shouldn't take us too long to tear through Pokemon Tower. Most of the Ghastlies there probably aren't going to be up to par with us. The question is, what am I going to do afterwards, I suppose? I'm not entirely sure, to be honest. We could go to Saffron City, which is my usual favorite path, and therefore, take out Team Rocket again. Like we haven't spent enough time on them lately, right? Or we could make our way south and go to Fuji City, start picking up the more useful HMs and stuff, and then take out the gym leader, probably using Butterfree, knowing my luck, on the grounds that, Koga mostly specializes in poison types, so Butterfree would definitely be a good pick for there if I give it Psychic. Could probably tear him a new one with that and Sleep Powder. Question is, do I want to go that route, or could I just, go Saffron instead, like usual? A bit up in the air. Then I guess it will partially depend on if I think I can really go there and, dominate or not. I may have to spend some time in here leveling up Charmander first, just to have some variety when we finally go after, Saffron's, Silphco. Because quite frankly, I'm getting sort of sick of not having Charizard at my side at this point. It just adds a little useful diversity to this team, Oh, I'm surprised they didn't see me. I figured for sure they would have been looking. Ooh, a Cubone. These are pretty rare, I have to admit. I don't think Wing Attack's gonna really work on it too well, though. Oh, I tried to counterattack with Bone Club. Well, that's a waste of time. Your Bone Club can't do jack squat to my Phoenix. It's a flying type after all. Ground attacks are completely worthless. Okay, do I want to walk down through that part, or do I want to go up top? Decisions. I suppose we'll go through bottom. Zombies? Where? Where's a zombie? And what kind of zombie? Is it a rage zombie? Is it the zombies like in Judge Dredd, Dread vs. Death? Because I hate those things. Like, the only good way I know how to deal with them is setting them on fire and running away. Ugh. These things are a nuisance. Of course, that game punishes you for setting people on fire. It's not fair. Judge Dredd incinerates people all the time, and I can't do it in the game. And then they did in the movie, gosh darn it. Not the old one, the new one. Those incinerate rounds, it's just not fair. He doesn't get punished for it, but I do if I do it to my enemies. Like, that's cruel and unusual punishment. I'm like, it's Judge Dredd, people. It's all gonna be cruel and unusual punishment. It really is. Okay. I don't think we're gonna be able to sneak past that one, though. Another Cubone. Unusual, I have to admit. I didn't think we were gonna see another one. I'm partially tempted to try and catch it, to be honest. I do have a soft spot for Cubone, knowing it wears its mother's head, Let's see, do I have any balls? Do I have any good balls is the better question, I guess. Well, didn't catch it. Well, that uses up my determination. I ain't got any really good Pokeballs for this. So let's just finish this and move on. I'm not gonna stand there all day throwing Pokeballs at for it to bust free. It'd eat up way too much time on this episode, and I'd like to keep moving forward if at all possible for the most part. I still got other stuff I want to record, like Uzumaki Chronicles 2. Then I want to go back and make a poll video for replacing Lost Magic on the schedule because I finished that up earlier. Honestly, the final battle wasn't that hard. You sort of just swarm the final boss and beat the crap out of her. You're like, send in the hounds, and they just pound her out of existence. Like, her first half's probably harder than her second half, because in the first half she creates clones of herself and stuff. In the second half, she just stays in one spot. Sure, she has minions on the field at that point, but for the most part, you can sort of navigate around them, then just slam into her. You could spend time, I guess, locking down the field, so there couldn't be any more summons coming in. But I don't know why you'd bother going through the trouble if you don't have to. Maybe if you're doing New Game Plus, that'd be a thing, because the enemies are tougher in New Game Plus. But on normal difficulty, there's no point. You'll just rip right through her with your monsters if you just surround and pound her out of existence. So that's what I did. I just got up there and pounded the ever-loving crap out of her. My monsters were all over her. It was glorious. Not as glorious as when I did a monster rush on the Fire Sage. Yeah, you wouldn't think a strategy like that would work on a boss in a game like that, but it does. It works very, very well. Like, scarily well. I guess that's sort of the point, though, in the game. Like, sure, your magic is powerful, but in comparison to charging horde of monsters, not that scary, usually. Especially since, you know, you can provide healing support and stat buffs for your monsters if you want to, making them even more powerful. I usually don't bother with that, though. Again, it might be more useful on New Game Plus for the stat buffs. The healing is always useful, obviously. Well, let's see. Throw some sand in your face. Oh, getting pumped, huh? Well, now. Have some more sand. Haha, you missed. And even more. Come on. Just keep pouring it on there. Oh, it actually hit me with Leer? Dang. Well, if only it was an attack, though it's obviously setting me up for one. Oh, come on, you can't use that on me, it's ground. I mean, the headbutt would work, but the boomerang, you might as well forget it. The boomerang is crap. Okay, another one. There we go. Max accuracy decrease in effect. Well, now I can probably switch out safely. Who to send out, though? Well, Monarch's got the levels. Sort of wish now I gave it Psychic, because it could probably blow through Marowak with relative ease at this point. But we'll go with Psybeam. I mean, I guess I could use Sleep Powder, technically, but what's the point? Ooh, it hurt itself. That's good. Bit more. Come on. It's wasting its time again? Wow. This mother's really bad at her job. Ugh. Sadly, we can't really catch Marowak. Sort of would like to. I mean, it was so close, you know, with that little sliver. But it would be pointless. It breaks out of every ball known to man. Okay, time to finish this by climbing up the stairs and wiping out these rocket grunts. So that way we can save Mr. Fuji, or not, since I guess he says he came of his own free will. And then get ourselves a Poké-Flute. That way we can open up paths going forward, either to Fuchsia City, or at the very least, you know, we've gotten some grinding done for going back to Saffron City and freeing up Silphco. Either or. Though there probably are advantages to doing Fuchsia City first. Decisions. Plus, doing that means I can unlock my favorite grinding spot too. Gosh darn it! Because my favorite grinding spot's right at the start of Cycle Road, after all. damn. This Zubat really hit me for a lot more damage than I thought it would. Damn you, Zubat, for surviving that wing attack. Screw it. Send in Batman. Yeah, I know. I could definitely send in Monarch and just go Psybeam and sweep the floor with it, but we'll let Golbat have a little fun here. Plus, this way I can drop Confuse Ray and be annoying right back to the enemy for hitting me with Supersonic. Yeah, how do you like it, you jerk? Now comes the wing attack. Oh, yeah. Oh, come on. One turn. One turn. Really. I see how it is, game. And I don't like it. You do, huh? Well, I guess it makes sense. You are out of Pokemon at this point. That's alright. You can remember this all you want. It's not like I'm going to recognize you. All you Rocket Grunts look exactly the same. Like, the only way you can tell any differences at all is when there are gender differences. Otherwise, they're all the same. Like, I know they like to look uniform, but isn't it a bit creepy that they all look identical? Ugh. It's just strange. It's like they're trying to set themselves up as like some sort of master race or something. Yeah, I know, that's true for all the various, Pokemon enemies you run across. Oh, damn. I wasn't expecting that. As weakened as I was, I thought he'd just try and knock me out. Well, I guess we'll go back to Batman then. Well, no one's getting experience on that battle. A Drowsy, huh? Well then, let's use our Bite attack. Of course, it might counter with Confusion. Yeah, I thought so. Of course, it's not as good with Confusion as Kadabra is. It can take more hits, but that's a mixed bag, because it doesn't have the power to really take care of certain opponents fast. Then again, Kadabra can't take a hit, so again, trade-offs. Do you want to be able to take more damage, or do you want to be able to hit harder and sweep teams faster? Up to you, I guess. I usually prefer the glass cannon, but that's just me. I mean, I'm using a Drowsy right now in the Psychic run, don't get me wrong, but I still prefer Kadabra over Drowsy by a large margin. Okay, well, we'll let Monarch lead off then, because I didn't bother switching anybody. Now then, do I want to keep Monarch out there, or do I want to switch over to someone else? Probably should switch. We'll send out Nefertina. Nefertina hasn't gotten too much use lately, has she? She keeps getting benched. Because there's just so many better options. I really need that Drill Peck. That way I actually have a use for it. Well, at least we can take advantage of the fact this thing's not evolved to peck the ever-loving crap out of it. Oh, Rattata? Go right ahead. That rat don't stand a ghost of a chance. Yep, called it. I wasn't expecting the critical, but I figured the peck would take it down by more than half. Ooh, it's Raticade. I guess I didn't have to worry about a Hyper Fang. Well, we'll still peck it. Ah, now it's using Scary Face. It's trying to slow me down. Lots, man. Damn, dropped 4 stages. Well, Nefertina's not going anywhere in a hurry. Now what's it gonna go for? A flinch move? Yeah, I guess it did. Just didn't pay off. Though it really didn't have to use Scary Face more than once either. Okay, that takes care of the last grunt. Well, why shouldn't I fight you, Rockets? It's not like you're unbeatable or anything. Jeez. I was more scared of the heroes that declared themselves invincible in Disgaea 2 than I was of you guys. I mean, they tell you right up front they have invincible weapons, invincible armor, and that they're unbeatable. Of course, they then reveal after the fight that that was their debut fight, so they were technically invincible on the grounds they've never lost before. Because they've never battled before, go figure. They weren't that, bad, though, at least if you're at lower levels. If you've power leveled at all, like, you'll just shred through them, but that's true for most of the Sky games. If you build your characters up a lot early, the main story mode's pretty easy. I actually have one file where I never even completed this story mode. I spent over 300 hours just power leveling so I could take care of optional side bosses like a false god. So I can start stealing his super robo suits. Yep, I stole a lot of those. A whole lot. I don't know why, I just kept stealing them because they're really good armor. Well, we're healed up. And like I said, next time I'll figure out where I'm going. We're either going to return to Saffron or we're going to make our way to Fuchsia City so we can start picking up Surf and Strength and a better rod so we can pick up a better water Pokemon to help us surf down the Cinnabar when the time comes. Till next time then. See ya.